What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy ATruckerNamedJay checking in, and I welcome you to the Life with Jay channel. That's right, I said the Life with Jay channel. I'm gonna keep that name moving forward for multiple reasons, but I am always gonna go by ATruckerNamedJay. That's just who I am. That's who I've been. But for the sake of the channel and for what I plan on, type of content I foresee for this channel, I'm definitely going to keep the Life with Jay channel name, for those who may have been wondering. So, of course, you guys know, you're probably here, you've seen the title, you think it's clickbait. Oh, here Jay go, he got to do clickbait to get views. First of all, I've given up on getting views. The only reason I'm still uploading videos on YouTube is for, one, my business outside of YouTube that is affected by my YouTube, and two, just because I like it. I like doing videos. I like helping people. I like interacting with people positively. I like watching other people react with each other negatively, as long as I'm not in the middle of it. That's really fun. And it is what it is, man. I ain't going nowhere. Y'all can't get rid of me. I'm gonna get 10,000 subscribers eventually, whether y'all want me to or not. But like I said, man, not a clickbait title. I really did quit this job really before I even started. So I guess technically, per their policy, because I went to 1 day of orientation, I had to send in a resignation letter and technically quit. Where as far as in my mind, I never really started the job. So let's get to the nitty-gritty and talk about what happened. So about November-ish of 2021, I was starting to have conversations with myself, with those closest around me, about, complacency. You know what I mean? I've been blessed to not have to physically work since March of 2021. And so I pretty much, have been doing what most people would do in that instance. And that's just not a damn thing. Letting the money make the money for me, chilling in the crib, sitting around the house, being lazy. At least it started off like that, right? And I got to a point where it was like, yeah, Jay, you're doing good. You done came a long way. And I kind of started smelling myself, getting caught up in my, almost instantaneous success, it seems. And I got caught up in that. I started to just, was like, man, I don't got to do shit. I'm chilling. Da, 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 da. And, any businessman, any successful one anyways would tell you that is probably the worst mindset to have when trying to maintain and sustain a business. We always talk about having a business. We always talk about getting money quick, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to the sustainability and the long-term longevity of having a business, a certain mindset is required, and certain, tendencies need to be avoided if you want to keep that. A lot of us, again, we start businesses easy, what I'm saying? It's really easy to start a business, not to knock anybody who has done so, but again, maintaining it over a long period of time is when you start to see chinks in people's armors and holes in their tank, you know what I mean? And so I was there in November. I was okay, I got to do something. Like this sitting around the house ain't cutting it no more. And so, based off of the network of people that I have around me, the opportunity to be a yard driver at Wal-Mart distribution was presented towards me. And I ain't gonna lie, man, at the time, I wasn't really working super hard to push my business forward. I got stagnant with that. And so I wasn't looking for other opportunities. I wasn't looking for other ways to make money. I kind of was just going through the motions at that point. So Walmart distribution seemed like a great answer for my issues at that time, as far as like just looking for something to do. I don't want to have to pay a fuckload of money for health insurance. So they got great health insurance. Whatever, still in the same industry. I can, be a yard jockey, whatever. And so I went forward with the process, the application process. Of course, I really want to process because, again, the network of people I have around me, it was already pretty much mine, which makes it even, harder for me it made it harder for me to walk away from, but I'll get to that later. I hope you guys can see me good. If the camera is bad, like if my face is real dark, I apologize. Hey man, this is my channel. I don't really put a lot of energy into 4K, but you know, maybe once I upgrade my phone, it'll happen naturally for me. But anyways, so let's get back to the Walmart situation. So yeah, I had the job. I was gonna do it at that time. Also, let me factor in all variables for you guys. I had 2 trucks running, 1 sitting, but I knew that one of the drivers that I had was on his way out the door, because like most of my drivers that come and work for Holland Logistics LLC, they end up going to get their own trucks. Slight flex, just a little bit, just a teeny weeny bit. But anyways, and so I knew that was happening. We had a good communication. He told me, hey man, this is when I'm looking to move on. And I said, okay. So I knew pretty much I had 2 empty trucks that I was gonna have. And so, and that, since I started thinking, okay, you know, 2 empty trucks, 1 running, you know, the additional income I've created for myself, you know, do I wanna, you know, at a certain point, like you have a lot of people in the world who just wanna go to work, make, let's say if their monthly bills are $5,000, they just wanna make $5,500 to pay their monthly bills, have a little money left over, and that's it. And for me, one of the things that I've learned that has kept me, you know, afloat, as well as just, you know, I just think it's just general good knowledge, is that you want to make more than what you're spending. Like, it's just, I think that's common sense, but sometimes when I see the things that I see on social media and trucking, I realize that common sense ain't that common for everybody. So I like to say things that are obvious, and it may be an annoyance to some people, but to some, it's actually educational, so that's why I do it. But anyways, you know, I've been, you know, keeping my income and my expenses relatively far away from each other. You know what I mean? It's to the point, you know, where it's like, okay, you know, it's nowhere near close. But then when you got 2 trucks sitting and only one running, then that gap gets considerably smaller. You know what I mean? And it got small enough for me to be like, okay, let me really go try to figure out some other ways to make money. You know, because obviously I can't go back on the road because of health reasons. And then as far as running for another, like say, local company, that's out of the idea as well for, you know, business purposes and conflict of interest purposes. So what ended up happening was I was like, you know what, it sounds great, let me do it. I was 100% into it, and things changed. What changed? Well, going into December, y'all know that I was admitted into the hospital like a week before Christmas. Spent the weekend, went through all of this. So that was before all of these health things became presented. You know what I'm saying? So when I say I didn't want to go back on the road for health reasons, that was even before, you know, I started dialysis. That was just back when I knew that dialysis was coming, but I had some other stuff going on with me as well, to where I knew like OTR just wasn't going to be, it just wouldn't, you know what I mean? Plus I just didn't want to go back OTR. But anyways, and didn't need to go at that time. And so December comes, all this health stuff happens, and the world just kind of flips upside down on itself, it felt like. And then now here's January. And January, things are looking completely different than what they did in November. In November, I had 2 trucks sitting, pretty much 1 driver. Now here it is in January, I have 3 full trucks and more applications than trucks available. You know what I mean? The also thing that is the major difference in this decision is opportunity. I believe when an opportunity presents itself and you have a chance to take that opportunity, do it. And so a different opportunity presented itself for me that I'm not going to go into specific details yet on camera, even though I've talked about it everywhere on Facebook, Instagram, other YouTube channels. Like, I've talked about it openly, but I'm not going to put it on video just yet. And once that opportunity for growth of the business presented itself, it was really a no-brainer at that point. And I ultimately decided that, hey man, you know, I'd rather put 100% effort towards trying to grow my business, even on something that I'm still not 100% sure on. I'm still learning, still, you know, a lot that has to go in before I actually start doing it. I'd rather wait to take a chance on myself than get a guaranteed dollar with something that I know really ain't gonna end up leading to nothing really long term. I mean, you know what I mean? It's consistent money. It'll be good benefits working for Walmart, but in comparison to what this opportunity that I have before me, it just anybody I would think it says a no-brainer. So, you know, it's definitely not a situation where I'm looking down on Walmart. I don't think nothing, no less than nobody that worked there. I got plenty of friends and family that work for that company in a different many forms and fashions, you know, from management to, you know, emptying out the back of the truck, you know what I'm saying? So it's not a knock on that, and that's the way I didn't want it to come off as when I did decide not to move forward with this position, because it's just, you know, sometimes things just ain't right for you. It may be right for the next person, but it ain't right for you. I'm pretty sure that there is a 1,000 motherfuckers in the Hampton Roads area who would kill for an opportunity for, you know, that position in particular. But, you know, it just won't right for me and what I got going on and what I got planned for me and mine, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I do thank Walmart for, you know, the opportunity. I do thank them for, you know, allowing me to come in a position that, you know, really ain't an entry level or, you know, outside hiring in type position for the most part, to the fact that I remember. But you know, ultimately, man, you got something, like I say, sometimes you got to make a tough decision, and that's what I've learned a lot of in these last really like 90 days. That you sometimes you just got to make a tough decision, and believe in yourself, bet on yourself, bet on your business or whatever situation you got going on, and see how it play out. It may fail. You know, I may, you know, look back 3 years from now, like, damn, I wish I'd have took that Walmart job. At least I'd have had some consistent money, because everything might flop on me. You never know. That's just that's just the game, really. It ain't really no way in knowing how shit gonna go. You know what I'm saying? But I think that 3 years from now, I'll look back at this opportunity and be like, man, I'm glad I said no to that, because that would have held me back. That would have, you know, that would have put me back in a box. That would have, you know, even with the scheduling, you know, with my dialysis training, you know, and then doing that 4 to 5 hours, 4 times a week, and then having to work a 10-hour shift behind that, even though the dialysis training is a temporary process, just getting through that process was like, it just seemed so overwhelming at one point for me, you know, plus all the doctor's appointments I have now. I got a heart doctor, a kidney doctor, a regular doctor. It was just too many things going on to where that would even, it would have been counterproductive, it felt like, almost, you know what I mean? So that's the update right now, or that's all I'm sharing right now anyways, as far as what's been going on with me. As far as, you know, the weight loss, I had gained back a considerable amount of weight. Like, I had gained back like 40 pounds, to be honest with y'all, but I've kind of gotten most of that off by now. You know, I think I look like I lost it back, but so, you know, we on that heavy still. We just managing this. Dialysis brought my appetite back, so I'm just learning to manage my appetite and just, you know, continue to eat the things that I'm supposed to eat and not the stuff I'm not supposed to eat. What else? That's really it, you know what I'm saying? As far as trucking goes, I got 3 full trucks. Shout out to my drivers that are in the trucks, and the one that starts next week. I greatly thank y'all for taking an opportunity with Holland Just LLC. We gonna get this bag, y'all already know. To, you know, all former drivers or anybody who previously has been associated with Holland Logistics, we thank you for your service and you know, taking a chance with us. We're sorry it didn't work out in a way that we both would have liked, but sometimes that's just how business goes, man. You know, it's not always, you know, rainbow sunshine. Sometimes it's just, you know, making adjustments, and them adjustments mean sometimes changing relationships, you know what I mean? That's just what it is, you know what I mean? So, but besides that, I appreciate y'all for watching this video. Make sure to hit the like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more like this, that's new to the channel, that's been rocking with me. Or for those that just been watching for years and never subscribed, go subscribe, man. Stop being stingy. But I'm about to go up here and get this shape up, and then I'm gonna go home and work on some more business stuff. I'll look to try to upload some more videos soon for y'all, man. It's nice talking to y'all. As always, you know the vibe. Stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God Family Trucking, man. I'm gone.